everyone, welcome back. It's Nat Walsh. We are going to play with this cool Summer Santa. He is part of Paper Rose release this year for 2021 for Christmas, because for my American friends, I'm in Australia, we have summer at Christmas time, so I pretty much jump at any stamps that are related to a summer theme for Christmas. So he's pretty cool and he's having a lounging. Now, I'm going to apologize straight off. Some of the colouring in this, I forgot to press play, and I'm stamping out to Peely because I'm going to use him for a different thing. But as you can see that I've forgotten to press record on the red. But we're going to colour this little dude in with his skin tones, because I thought I pressed record for the reds, but clearly I didn't. But it's pretty simple, straightforward colouring with his little outfit. So we're working with E04, E11, E01 and E000. It doesn't have a little sticker on top, so I tried to show you, but it's sped up so much that you're not going to be able to see it. I'm working on a center, my light source being sort of in the center of him. I am going to stamp out some little accessories with him, and I colour one of them, and I'm going to colour that a second time because I totally changed my light source. Is it really going to matter? Probably not, because everyone's going to be looking at the Santa, but I couldn't help myself. I had to do it. What I've done with the reds is I have used R39, R37, 35 and 32. I've worked with having the darkest, the R39, at the side of his belly, and you'll see sort of what I'm talking about when I do the white, with finger quotes, white area. But I've got the darkest on the side of his belly and working into the center highlight being the R32. And we've coloured the hat basically with the same sort of, trying to get the center highlight in the middle part there. I am going to use the other Santa. I am actually going to go live with, we have a local show here. Well, it's within Victoria, and it's called Beyond Picture. Actually, it's called Picture 2 Page and Beyond. So they have local shows, but because of COVID, this is all going live. So next Sunday, the 17th of October at 2 p.m. Australian Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time, I am going to be live on their Facebook page. I will give the link down below, and you can tune in for that. So lots of demonstrations going to be basically like every hour. It will go for about 45 minutes, but every hour. And I'm going to do a little bit of work with some foiling. So it would be awesome if you tuned in and checked out some of the different companies that are involved. But I am doing it under Little Bits, which is here in Melbourne, Keysborough, Melbourne, for those that aren't Melbourne people or are new to my channel. Sorry if you can hear some clanging and banging going around. It's Quiet Time is at a premium at the moment. So I would leave that link to the Facebook page down below. So yeah, if you are free, would you like to check it out? You can interact. The person that's hosting the event is going to see your comments before I do. I won't see them until we finish, but she will tell me of when you stop in and say hello. So yeah, that'd be really, really awesome. So we're gonna have a little play with that, and I've got quite a few. I've been working hard, and I've got quite a few demonstrations, or card samples to show you. I've only got a couple of demonstrations, but card samples to show you. Anyway, let's go back to this card. The chair that we're doing here is B99, B95, 7, B95, B93, and then we go right down to B91. So the very front of his chair at the very end there, right where his feet are, they're going to be the lightest. So I've got like 93 and 91 there. The slats that are underneath the chair, they're going to be a little bit darker. So I've mostly kept with the darker, the 99 and 97 sort of thing. The underneath where his arms, where it's connecting underneath his body, so like where his shoulders are, where his arms, where his belly, where his legs, and where his bottom, they are all going to be a little bit darker. And then working way out to the B91. The glass and the straw both are BG78, BG75 and 72. And I'm just coming in with a little bit of R32 for his lips. So I'm quite zoomed in here, but we're going to get to colouring very, very shortly. I will stamp another beach ball because honestly this beach ball is coloured the wrong way. So all his highlights, if the light source is from straight on, where I put the darkest is going to be lightest. Maybe that's just me being pedantic, but I will use it for another card. It's all good. I'm going to do something, I don't know, I've never really seen anyone do it, so I'm going to do it. His thongs, his flip-flops for my American friends. They are, if you're wearing thongs, then you're going to have the center of the thong right here to be, so to speak, the dirty imprinted area. So I thought it'd be really cool to make that the darkest area, working way out to the lightest and having the light source being out in around the edges, purely because they're just gonna they're quite a small image, so I'm not worrying about where the straps would oversit something else. It's purely just that where Santa's foot is going to be like a dark area, and I thought that was pretty cool, but maybe that's just me. But that's why I did that. So we're colouring in both the beach balls because honestly, I might as well, if I'm doing one, I might as well do the other one. And again, the light source on that left one is going to be at the front. This other one, I started colouring like I should, and so we changed that around. So it's going to be a little bit more grey, but that's okay. That's all good. So we have a waffle flower mixed media mat. This is the mini. We've got quite a range of distress inks here. These are just the normal ones. We're working with some antique linen, and then I'm going to come over with just a hint of walnut stain. This is purely so that we have a little bit of interest in the ground. The colours that we're going to use for our sky are Broken China, and then we're going to use some Salty Ocean and go over the top. I'm not terribly worried about it being super smooth, because the ground here we're going to make is basically a sand. And honestly, when I put in the line for the beach, it's not even straight, and that's perfectly fine, because which beach is perfectly smooth? It was, that was the aim of the game. So we've gone through and added a layer of Broken China, just so we have that lighter colour down the bottom. I'm going to come through now with our Salty Ocean, and I'll go back through with the Broken China again. And this time will be a little bit harder. But as I said, there's texture in the sky too. There's clouds. There's So we're not worried about that. A little bit of water splashing over the top just for some added interest, and we're going to dry that off. I am going to dry that off. There we go. We've dried it off. So for our sand, we have E57, E55, and E31. Now I've roughly estimated where I'm going to put my chair, but I will go back in later on and add some more, especially because we're going to add the beach ball, and we're also going to add the thongs. And so there's going to be a little bit more definition. Just make it better. We're going to add a little bit of texture with the sand by just doing some little dots, and I'm going to work on very lightly dotting the darkest color. The medium color is going to be a little bit harder, although the medium color is actually, I've got 2 of the originals, and they have the bullet tip and they have the chisel end, so it actually makes it really, really easy. And we've also got a little bit of texture in other areas of it. Just going to place our little elements down. So this stamp set has like your Christmas wishes. It's got from all of us, from Australia, and from down under. So I've got relatives that live in England. I've got relatives that live in America. So any of these, especially for the Aussie peeps, any of these people would be great to send this card to. You could also just get this card from just with your Christmas wishes that Santa's had, you know, a busy day, just for something a little bit different, even for a summer scene. It is a bit sort of a little bit limited, but it's you can still use it for a wide range of different situations. You know, you've got the Santa, so obviously you don't want to do it in the middle of June or something like that. I've raised up with the foam dots with the Santa with his tree. I've only really had to stamp out him once with some VersaFine ink. We're just going to glue that down flat. I'm going to put a little bit of Wink Stella on the ball to make it a little bit glistly. I'm going to do a little bit of glossy accents on his glasses. This is just going to have a couple of dots for the star dust Wink Stella. Not Wink Stella, stickles. And that's in my card. I do hope you like it. I will leave the links down below to the Facebook page of P2 page, commonly known here as P2P. And as I said, the information will be down below. I will hopefully see you there or hear from you there, because I won't be able to see you. And I hope you enjoyed that. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.